I thought I would talk about all of the perks that I have in detail so that you guys can know what you're getting into, because I've given a lot of thought into what I want to have for each perk. So I thought I would just go through, and I'll put the timestamps here, and depending on where you're watching from, you can skip to whatever ones you're curious about, or you can just hang out with me and listen to me ramble and learn about all of them and see if any of them are interesting to you. The first one, if you access through the secret link, is a perk that I have in collaboration with Champagne Apothecary. So it comes with both an ebook once my book is published, and then you also get 20% off of anything from the Champagne Apothecary store, and that includes the very famous Ethis skincare that is, I'm sure you've seen it around. And then there's my featured perk, which you get a video of chapter 1, which will be sent out before any of the copies of my book get sent out, even the pre-releases. So you get that video before anybody else, which is kind of cool. And then on publish day, you also get the full ebook. So you get like a little bit of a peek into it and me reading it personally to you myself. I'll take a video of me reading chapter 1 to you, and then you'll get the ebook. And the thing that's annoying about this perk though is because it's featured, when you go to like the main Indiegogo page and you find my campaign through there, it'll say that my campaign starts at $50, which is not true. It's my only complaint that I have about Indiegogo right now, because my perks start as low as $5, and now I'm wondering how many people have skipped by my campaign because they think it starts as low as $50. That's a little bit annoying, and really quickly, all of the perks that you see here and like the video that I have below, the prices might be a little bit different depending on where you are, and likely lower because this is all in Canadian dollars. And so the next perk is the $5 thank you card, and that is my lowest perk. The thank you card is a digital e-card that I made. It has a picture of me on it as well as my little thank you letter to you. And one thing that's kind of cool about it is for my entire life, when I sign anything, I do my X's and O's in the exact same way every single time. So what I did was I actually wrote out the X's and O's, and then I took a picture of it and then I added that onto the card. So you're getting my personal X's and O's on that card as well. And then the next perk is a sneak peek of the first 3 chapters, which I will be sending out before any of the pre-releases of the full books and then after the videos of chapter 1. But it's the first 3 chapters and you'll have access to those 3 chapters before anybody else, which is kind of cool. And then the next perk is a personalized thank you video. So I will send you a video of me talking directly to you, and everything will be, it's not a script. It's going to be different for every individual person who gets this perk. It's going to be specifically for you. And in fact, in the original email that I send out, I will even ask you if there's any particular things that you would like included in that video so I can make it exactly for you. And if you don't have anything specific in mind, that's also okay. I can do it. I'm a writer. I will make it exactly for you. And then for just $5 more, you get the full ebook on the date of publication. So this is just the ebook. This doesn't come with the video of chapter 1 or anything like that, but you do get the full book on the date that it is published. And then moving on from there, you get the ebook pre-release. So this will come after the videos of chapter 1 are sent out, after the sneak peeks are sent out, and before the date of publication. So you will still be one of the first people to ever see this book, and you will know beyond the first 3 chapters before anybody else. And then there's the perk, of course, to get your own physical copy. And the physical copies are going to be paperback. I don't know if my book is big enough to be hardcover, which is kind of unfortunate because I am a hardcover girly myself. I prefer them. But you will have a physical copy that you can call your very own, and you will have it on the date of publication, and you'll be one of the very first people that gets the book sent out to them, so that's pretty cool as well. And then after that, there's the physical copies plus treats and goodies, which will for sure have a bookmark. And I have other ideas about what I want to add to the goodies, and I think that they might be a little bit different for each person, but I'm keeping that sort of under wraps right now, so you'll have to get that one to figure out what those goodies are, but I'm pretty excited about it. Alright, mid-vid check-in, if you're still here, you're one of the real ones, and I want you to let me know. Just type bite me into the comments so I know that you're one of them. And then the next one, not only do you get an ebook, but I will also write you a story. A short story about 750 words, which is fairly short, but your name will be a character name in that short story, and you get to choose a detail about the plot, or you get to choose an item that gets to be in that story, whatever you want it to be. In the initial email that I'll send you out, I will ask you the things that you want to be in this story, and then I will write it for you. And you get your very own piece of my writing that I will only ever send directly to you. It will be your story, and it's kind of a fun way to see what kind of writing I do, except this story is only specifically for you. And then there's even an add-on for this perk that you can choose to get, where I will handwrite the story that I wrote for you and I will mail it to you. So, something to consider. And then there is the early release physical copies. This will be sent out at the same time as the early release ebook copies, but you get to hold the copy in your own hands and it gets to be yours before anybody else. And then what seems to be my most popular perk so far is the signed physical copy, which one thing to note about this one too is I've been searching for the perfect pen to sign these copies with. And what I mean by that is I'm looking for an ink that's going to be beautiful and it's going to stand out from any other ink that you've seen, so people will know if you have one of these specific signed physical copies. Because after I sign the ones from my campaign, I will never again use that pen to sign another book. Like, this is very specifically for this campaign. And right now there are only 11 people who will have this signed copy, and there are 25 total available. So you will be up to one of 25 people in the entire world who will ever have one of these signed copies. And then the next one, you can book a one-on-one 20-minute phone call with me, and you will also get a behind-the-scenes PDF of all of the information, like sort of like tidbits about my writing experience and things that were taken out of the book, and little details that you might not otherwise know. A PDF sent directly to you, and you get to know all of these little tiny secrets before anybody else. And of course, it also comes with an ebook. So on the date of publication, you will also get to read my book after knowing all of this behind the scenes exclusive information. The next perk comes with a few things. First, you get the paperback copy, plus you get a personally handwritten letter from me to you. Again, non-scripted. This will be absolutely individualized for every person who gets this perk, and it will be tucked into the cover of the book, so you get it with the book. And then there's also going to be some goodies thrown in, and just the same as the other perk, I don't want to give anything away yet, except for the bookmark that's going to be specifically for my book, which you can only get through those two perks. The bookmark only comes with the goodies perks. And then there is the ultimate perk, which you should have seen my reaction when somebody got this perk. I just stared at my phone for the longest time, just like frozen, unable to move, just like, somebody got it. Oh my god. And this one comes with the thank you card that every other perk gets as well. It comes with a personalized video, just the same as the $20 perk. And it comes with an early release paperback book that is signed. So except for the perk where you get the early release paperback copy, this is the only one that it comes with. And except for the perk where you get the signed copy, this is the only one that it comes with. And this is the only one with a combination of all of those three things. In addition, you also get that bookmark, and you get the behind the scenes PDF that I mentioned in a previous perk that includes all of the outtakes and the behind the scenes information and my writing process and all of those fun things. In addition, with all of these perks, you have the option to be added to the list of acknowledgements, which you find on my main Indiegogo page. And when you get a perk from me, I send out an email to you and I ask you in that email if you would like to be in the acknowledgements. And I feel like some people have missed that, so go back in your emails and check if you do want to be in the acknowledgements. Same thing for if you got a paperback copy, I'm going to need to know where to send it to, so don't forget to reply with your mailing address so I can get it to you on the date that it comes out. And then of course also there's the option to just contribute without getting a perk, but then you don't get a copy of my book, or you don't get a thank you video or a letter or a story. So, and the really cool thing about these perks is on top of you getting something out of this, you're supporting me. You're making my dream come true actively. And it cannot be possible without you, without your support and without your help. So I appreciate every single one of you who has contributed so far. There's only so many days left. It ends on May 15th. I'm almost at the deadline of this campaign, and I still have a little under 70% of my goal left. So I need your help. So if any of these perks sounded interesting to you, go and check them out.